Right. In other words, mental health is dependent on whether a person is able to deal with reality. And so, for example, in the mental status examination, there's a question about orientation. Does the person know who they are? Do they know where they are? And do they know what time it is? And so if we indeed and in fact are in a system of racism, white supremacy, and if people cannot and they refuse to face that reality, but they are being bombarded with racism, white supremacy 24/7, then they really can't qualify for mental health. They are in denial of reality. That would be like Francis Welsing saying, I'm Queen Elizabeth, and insisting that I'm Queen Elizabeth. Or it would be like a person of color saying in a system of racism that they have the same rights and privileges that a person classified as white has. Well, that's not our 24/7 times 365 days a year. That's not our experience. That's like a person in jail saying, I'm not in jail. I've got as much power as the warden. The warden can't tell me what to do. The warden can't make me do anything. But the warden controls their experience 24 hours a day. Let me just share something. I was made aware of an article where a study was done showing black people and white people's experience in crossing at an intersection in traffic. And that it takes 30% longer, more time for a black person to be able to get across the intersection than a white person. Now that's profound. Traffic will stop when a white person is trying to cross the street. But it will take 30% more time for the traffic to stop when a black person is trying to cross the street. See, it's no different than a black person can't walk in a bank and get the same interest rate that a white person can get. Walk on a job and get the same salary that a white person can get. Walk in a real estate office to get property in the same way that a white person can. Now, this is the reality in this system. And this is what the Attorney General is saying. Are we going to remain a nation of cowards when we don't want to look at what this reality is all about? So we can have mental health. See, in other words, if a person can't face reality, then they will qualify as having a level of mental health disturbance. You see, but the sooner, in other words, we used to say in psychiatry, the role of the psychiatrist is to help people face reality even when they are afraid to do so.